The final exam. Beep, beep, beep. Geeti's alarm clock screamed at her from across the room. She snuck her head out from under the warm blanket, felt the cold air bite her nose, and quickly ducked back under. Get up, sleepyhead, it's already 5:30, Lalita called from her bed. She was already folding her blanket and pulling out her school uniform. All the bathrooms will be full soon. Geeti peeked out of the window. The sun was just starting to come up, making the mountains look pink and gold. It was pretty, but it was also freezing. You can't be late today, Geeti, Lalita said, buttoning her blue shirt. It's our last exam. Those magic words made Geeti jump out of bed. Her curly hair stuck up in every direction like she had been struck by lightning. Last exam, she said, grinning. Then big break. But even as she said it, her stomach did a little flip. Winter break meant going where? While other girls talked about going home to their families, Geeti never knew where she'd end up. The nuns always found somewhere for her to stay, but it was never really home. She shook her head. No worrying today. Today was about finishing school. After washing her face with cold water that made her gasp, Geeti and Lalita went to breakfast. The same choices as always. Porridge with milk or toast with butter or jam. Occasionally there was a paratha with curd if they were lucky. Porridge please, Geeti said to the kitchen lady. She had a secret stash of sugar hidden in a tin box under her bed for morning, like this when they didn't put enough sweetness in it. Did you think they'll tell us our grades before we leave? Lalita asked, stirring her porridge. I hope not, Geeti said. Then we won't have to worry about it until we come back. But what if we fail something? We won't, Geeti said confidently. She had her secret weapon, etc. It was her magic word that could make any answer sound complete. They walked across the big stone courtyard to their classroom. The tall pine trees around them smelled fresh and clean. Down in the valley below, the city looked like a toy town with tiny cars and people moving around like ants. Mrs. Dunlop walked in carrying a big stack of test papers. Everyone got quiet. Checked their pencils once more. When the clock showed 9 o'clock, Mrs. Dunlop started handing out the papers. Grade 5 Science, April 20th, 1987. St. Mary's Girls' School, Simla. Total marks 100. Total time 2 hours. Geeti looked at the first question and smiled. This was going to be easy. Question 1. Name 3 parts of a plant. Answer. Roots, stems, leaves. Simple. Question 2. What do plants need to grow? Answer. Plants need water, sunlight, air, soil, etc. Perfect. There was her first etc. It covered anything else she might have forgotten. She moved through the questions quickly. She knew most of the answers from studying with Lalita. And when she wasn't completely sure, she would just add etc. at the end. Only 30 minutes left, Mrs. Dunlop announced. Write quickly. Geeti was already on the last question. What is energy? What is energy? She wrote, energy gives power to things and makes them move. Like when I eat breakfast, it gives me energy to write this test. You can see energy everywhere, in cars, animals, people, etc. She tied her answer sheets together with cotton thread and sat back in her chair, feeling proud. While other kids were still scribbling fanatically, she was done. But as she watched the clock tick towards the end, a tiny worry crept into her mind. What if etc. wasn't as good as she thought? What if Mrs. Dunlop wanted real, complete answers? No, she told herself. Etc. was perfect. It meant and other things. So it covered everything. Ring, ring, ring. The bell rang 3 times, echoing through the hallways. "Time's up!" Mrs. Dunlop called out loudly. She walked between the desks, collecting paper while some students were still trying to tie their answer sheets. Geeti handed in her paper, neat and complete. Around her, tired faces looking up from their desks. She felt proud. While they had struggled with long answers, she had been smart. Etc. had saved the day. The room filled with excited voices as girls left the exam hall. "How was your test?" asked Smita, catching up with Geeti in the hallway. "Great! I knew every answer," Geeti said happily, skipping beside the older girl. "I even finished early." "That's wonderful," Smita said, patting Geeti's cheek gently. Geeti saw Lalita walking slowly across the courtyard, looking worried. "What's wrong?" Geeti asked, running to catch up. "I think I made a mistake on one of the fill-in-the-blanks question," Lalita said sadly. "Don't worry, you always get the best grades," Geeti said, linking arms with her friends. "Come on, let's go eat lunch. I'm starving. Please don't let it be that yellow dal again." "It's Friday," Lalita sighed. "It's always yellow dal on Friday." "Then I'll squeeze lemon into it," Geeti said. "Everything tastes better with lemon." As they walked towards the dining hall, other girls were celebrating around them, laughing and talking excitedly about their plans. "I'm going to Mumbai to see my cousins," one girl said. "We're having a big party," said another. Geeti listened to the excited chatter and felt that flip in her stomach again. Where would she go? The nuns would find somewhere, like they always did. Maybe with relatives she barely knew or a nice family from church. But that was tomorrow's worry. Today she had finished her exams. Today she was free. "Hey Lalita," she said suddenly. "Want to see if they have any kheer for dessert?" "They never have kheer on Friday," Lalita said. "Maybe today will be different," Geeti said with a grin. "You never know what might happen." And as they walked into the dining hall together, Geeti decided that maybe, just maybe, this summer break might surprise her too.